Welcome back to some Stephen Sausage Roll. I'm Dear Darling, and let's let the good time sausage roll as we are, I assume, near the end game of Stephen Sausage Roll. Maybe not the exact end game, that's fair to say, but we are certainly within the last few sort of levels where we don't have many levels left, to be perfectly honest. Hold on, let's actually get this sausage out of the way. I do remember doing this last time, getting the sausage out of the way, and then you pierce the sausage, and then I don't know what we do from here, because I just remember we had to use it here, and I don't remember what else. We're trying to figure out what we were doing, so what do we need to save on this? Okay, I do remember now. I vaguely remember the general premise, I believed, of this one is to get this 4x4 thing across and position it in such a way that it basically, we walk along on one and it pushes the other. How's it going to do that? That's a good question, because the vertical sausage must be cooked on that grill, and presumably the way this is set up, this is actually you know what? I think I got it. I think what we do is we set up this vertical sausage. No, it needs to be here. Hold on. That's not so easy to set up. The vertical sausage must be cooked on this one, and we have to be on top of a vertical sausage. Wait a second. How are we going to turn the corner? That's a good question. I wonder if we can walk on this flower arrangement we got going on there. I'm not really sure where things need to go, I'm going to be honest. The more I think about this, the more confused I become. I can't imagine this has to stay in the air, because that's pretty difficult to roll things continuously, have things stay up in the air. What I think is more likely the case. This isn't going to grill with that vertical sausage roll, so I'm a little bit confused. But basically the general idea I have is that we will be using this cross grid to push once... Oh, we can't put it there because that's going to cook it. To basically push the other sausage along, which we're not riding. And then it's like going to be okay somehow. Da-da-do and just dance. Oh, I can't... It has to go exactly here, otherwise it will get burnt. And I hope... See, it's not going to work because it's not going to cook that sausage. Also, how do we do anything? Oh. Interesting. So this has to be arranged differently. Obviously. Let's think about this. We need the vertical sausage to be along this line. We had to be riding a vertical sausage to move left and right. So the vertical sausage basically has to be here. And it has to be pushing on this side. So that means... And it needs to get pushed upwards afterwards. So that means if we had a vertical sausage here, the cross needs to be here. And the horizontal sausage needs to be off the edge of a map. That sounds impossible. I mean, we know the vertical sausage has to be along this row. This column. We can't even get onto this vertical sausage. Oh, yes we can. We can walk on the cross bit. Oh, but we can't move a cross bit. How's this going to work? How is this going to work? Because basically what we need is, with a flower, we need the vertical sausage is forced to be in the top left quadrant, and the horizontal sausage is thus forced to be in the bottom right quadrant. The vertical one needs to be in the top left, because it needs to push it to the right and get pushed upwards. So it has to be on the left of the flower and above the flower. And the same logic can be applied to the horizontal sausage, but the problem with that is a horizontal sausage thus must be in the water. It's going to fall. There's no two ways about it. So, either my assumption is wrong, which is very plausible, and, you know, I'd say probable given the fact that this level has a solution as opposed to not having a solution. Controversial, I know. But because the thing has to be here. That's what irks me the most about this. Is there's not a lot of wiggle room unless we can push. Unless we can push the sausage while we're on it. But we'd only have to. We'd have to be able to push it upwards, wouldn't we? Anyway, so this is basically the layout that needs to happen, except for that horizontal sausage is going straight into the water. So there must be some sort of way we can sort of adjust. While we're on here, I think. I can't figure out how exactly. Oh, maybe we go upwards first. That's an interesting premise, which I didn't even consider. What if we did this? And went this way? Yeah, there we go. It was a bait going the other way. And now, we get over here. We need to push this upwards 1. Do we? We just need to figure out how to get down. It should be very easy. Like this. Okay. And then we set up the opposite. Right, so that's an interesting bait. Where it seems like you want to go right and then upwards, because that seems the most direct way. But in fact, you want to do it the other way around. And I think... No, that's not right. This sausage needs to be... Do they just switch places? No, it needs to go to the top right. No. No, it needs to go... It needs to be pushed to the left. No, it needs to push to the left and needs to be pushed down. Okay, so they just swap places. Interesting. And then presumably vice versa works on the other one. And we just need to be clever about how we adjust things while we're riding with sausage. So let's make sure everything starts in a copacetic situation, i.e. things are actually like movable. And we can actually get where we want on each of the sausages. I think we should be okay. Now I just gotta think. This sausage needs to move across 1, of course, otherwise it's gonna get pushed into water. We push this down until about here, then walk off, cook the sausage, and then get off Mr. Bones' wild ride. Honestly, that was pretty well executed and a very interesting level. That's an interesting use of this mechanic. Of well, it's not even an interesting use of the island mechanic, to be perfectly honest. And I suppose it is. This island mechanic allows us to have, instead of just pushing sausages around, it allows us also to be able to push shapes of different sizes rather than just sausage shapes. Also, did we read us? I don't know. By the time the fountains were left run, tribe people here had already lost hope in ever controlling the waters. Right. We learnt about the flooding situation that happened in the past or something. They used to come to the bathhouse to escape the sun, but by the end they were drowning their criminals there, which is just horrific. To picture, drowning not a great way to go, as I understand it. They tore at their hair with frustration and rolled around on the ground. Oh yeah, and then I was just like, oh yeah, did they become the sausages or something? Or is this the sausage rolls in memory of them? I assume what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to save these 2 trees. And that certainly looks like the case. This certainly seems similar, at least, to the other time we had the 2 islands. Or no, we had 3 islands of trees, didn't we, last time? In one of the previous levels. I don't remember which one off the top of my head, I'm going to be honest. But you'll know. If you go back and watch our episode. I'm going to assume it was about 3 episodes ago. Sounds about right. 2 episodes, maybe. So it seems clear to me we need 1 on this side and 1 on the other side. The most obvious reason being that we need 1 sausage holding up each island, otherwise we lose them both. And then it seems like we might just be doing something similar. Suspension bridge, interesting. It seems like we need to make a bridge across here. So, what would be nice is if we could have it basically on there. Trying to think how this would work. Nope. Well, we can't push it one out because of that. But it certainly seems like it's trying to tell you, make a bridge over that top part. And because, well, the islands alone, we need one more sort of block. And this, it seems to be one block. And presumably, this island, this level is not going to be too super inconvenient. So I don't think we're going to have to do some convoluted thing where we make the bridge, cook one sausage, then we have to sort of reset everything, cycle the sausages and then cook the next sausage. Presumably there'll be a way to get all 3 sausages across quite neatly, cook them, and do the same thing backwards, which is why this level is mirrored. I think what we want to do is probably get this island out one and upwards. So I'm just trying to figure out how to do that. I'm just trying to figure that out. It seems to me that that's what we need this extra sausage for, is we need it as temporary scaffolding over here, and then that can go there, but we're not on the island anymore, which is a problem. We can't actually push it upwards. So can we do this while being on the island? Nope. Maybe things were meant to be here. Oh no. Hold on. Reset this. Maybe things weren't meant to move. Because remember that it's a very strong ability to be able to leverage things in this game. And what I mean by that is sort of brace yourself against a solid object. And then, oh god. Oh, I can't really figure this out. By not being able to move against a solid object, we can push off of it, is what I mean. It feels like we do have to be up. Wait, you know, I could just push the sausage this way. I was like, I can't push the sausage the other way because it gets stuck. But obviously that doesn't make any sense. So it seems like what we could do is we can push ourselves across like this, right? Now we can push it. No. Spin around. Oh, it misses that sausage. No. Ah, okay, here we go. Move that across upwards. Move this upwards. This can now move upwards and be... Oh, that sausage needs to come out one more. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, so this sausage needs to come along with us, I suppose, when we push across. Oh, that's tough. That's tough. How do we do that? I don't know, but this seems like good progress at the very least. Nope. Doesn't it? Ah, wait. Oh, we can't push it up once more. No. But we can push that up once more. So now we can get back over to this side of the island. Actually, we're just good to grill this sausage, aren't we? I think we're done. very confusingly. I think we're done with this level. And then we push the sausage in. At least I think we're done until I get shown otherwise. Like right now, I don't actually know how we're going to get that sausage across. I just got to figure out which sausage is now able to be cooked. It kind of seems like you want to... No, it doesn't make sense. You want to push everything up onto an island. I don't know if that's doable. So I feel like it must be... We can now cook this sausage. I just got to figure out how to do that. Oh, you know what? Maybe. Is this useful? No, it's the same situation. No, that just... Maybe we can bring it down again? And then... bring that down again? And then... walk the long way round, because I got a ticket for the long way round. 2-bottle whiskey for the way. And I sure would like some sweet company as I'm cooking sausages today. I don't know. I didn't really have a good song parody sort of lined up for you there, so I apologise. But there we go. 1 sausage cooked. And now it's as easy as soon as we can figure out how to substitute 1 sausage for another, we're good. And it seems like we can certainly just do it easily. Oh, maybe not easy. Oh no, it is actually easy because we can just push this upwards. It's amazing how much difficulty just being able to push a sausage up 1 tiny amount adds to this all, you know? Wait, what? How do I push this sausage across? Push like this. Okay, because I need to be on the island, otherwise it will just shift the island across. Right. I guess I need some traction on the ground. Excuse me, can you just turn around into the sausage? There you go. And then this sausage should be easily shifted because it is braced against the other one. We can push it out. And then we just have to do a not too difficult task, I believe, of getting us back. Which luckily is very doable just by doing that. And leaving that sausage on that grill. You know what? I think we're making very good progress in this final world. Yeah, again, I don't know if it's a final world, but it certainly does feel that way, doesn't it? It's a very linear path. We're getting the biggest lore drops of this game. Look at all we got, you know. How many more mechanics could they possibly introduce to this game? I can't imagine many. I can't imagine many. 1 more lore drop? What's this one? They drowned men and women, puffed and bloated until they looked like sausages. Oh! They drowned men and women. That's honestly horrifying. I didn't know this game was a horror game. Right, okay. So those are the 2 obvious things we need to save. So it turns out these sausages we've been voting, not the tasty sort of sausages at all. Unless you like sausages made out of human flesh. And then, in which case, what? That's certainly an unexpected plot twist from this sort of game. It's not really what I expected, you know. Didn't expect this game to have lore. Didn't expect it to have such weird sort of like body horror, you know, fridge horror sort of lore tied along with it. But we're just gonna not think about that and see what we can do. So what is this? I can't even tell what the point of this black dragon is. Doesn't seem to be doing anything. What on earth? Oh wait, hold on a minute. Is that black dragon has got a horizontal body? No, what? I'm not really sure. It just exists. It just exists for no reason. Okay, presumably we get I don't know what we need this black dragon for. The white dragon is at least a platform you can walk across, but the black one... Oh, maybe we need to lift up the black dragon before we can see whatever it's holding. Okay. So we can have you... Excuse me? We can have the vertical sausage. I don't even know how we're going to get over there. We need a white dragon here, don't we? So we need a black and white dragon to somehow switch places. That seems impossible. Wow, that seems difficult. That seems really difficult. How? Well, actually, we don't need to have them swap places. But we could theoretically have a black dragon up here. And the white dragon here being held by a vertical sausage so we can walk across. Oh, the black dragon, we walk on its head, maybe? Yeah, and then if we can get the black dragon down again and into that gap to the right. No, that's not right. I was just thinking maybe the black dragon could be like a bridge. But because its head is one high, we'd have to walk on it from a one high block. Which that ladder is, but the problem is that ladder is too away from all the indents. Certainly, this... Oh, we had to return back here, though. Because this is our starting point. So whatever we do has to be reversible. Huh, that's quite hard. It's pretty hard indeed. Interestingly, we could use a white dragon twice, you know, once to get to Middle Island, once again from Middle Island to get to the right island if we moved it, you know, from where it is right now backwards, but that seems like a very difficult way to carry it. I wonder if at any point we'll have to have a white dragon carrying a black dragon. Maybe, maybe. But I've yet to see person outsmart bullet. Okay. We got a lot going on. So, let's save a black dragon like this. That's annoying, isn't it? I'm certain we're going to need this black dragon at some point. I just don't know when or how. No, that doesn't solve anything. Okay, get rid of a black dragon for now. Let's just see what this level looks like with a white dragon only, and figure out where the black dragon comes into play. Because how do we get across this gap? Well, we have this sausage here, which we could ride, I suppose. On it. But then we get stuck here because we can't get down. I'm a bit confused, to be honest. We do have two horizontals. No, one of them needs to be holding. I was going to say we could put one horizontal sausage here, and then if we put the black dragon to the right, we'd have a bridge across, but that's not true because then we need to put another horizontal one there. No, we have a ladder here for a reason. Seems like to me we need to get a vertical one here, so we can walk off of it. What's the point of this block here then? I'm not really sure. And whatever we do, we're going to have to be able to get back. That's a tough part. That is a very tough part. Well, to be honest, I can't see another valid starting except for... we could push it this way. I can't see a different valid way to start, except for by doing this and then pushing a black dragon onto it. Then, this sausage here is stuck. Well, doing that doesn't really help, because we could have done that anyway. So, it feels like that's right. And then, but we can't push this dragon. We can push it that way, I guess. Is that useful? don't think that's particularly useful. It feels like we need the black dragon to be over here. No, why would we need it over here? I don't know what we need the black dragon for. It seems like the most obvious answer would be to be used as a platform, a bridge, but that's not particularly easy to finesse. Paranoia. Can't move that way. I don't really know what I'm doing. I suppose we could skewer the sausage out. Oh, but we don't have anything to brace it against. So what? No, don't do that. I don't know what to do. Straight up, don't know what to do. It has to be that way or the other way. So let's try the other way. You know, definition of an insanity is doing the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result. Especially in a game as pre-programmed as this. Oh. Ah, we can't do it the other way because we can't catch a white dragon. Okay, so but basically, this is the only legitimate way I can think of to start this level. Is to push a dragon onto a vertical sausage. Maybe, no. I don't know. I was just considering for a second there, being like, what if a black dragon was a bait? What if it actually has no use and we are actually meant to just sort of sack it off straight at the beginning of a level? But this does not, Steam and Sausage Roll does not strike me as the sort of game which would do that. Could push it across like this, but what's this do? I suppose it saves a black dragon, but... Well, now we have two sausages. Also, I did... I suppose we could save a black dragon like this. But now we can't really move it anyway, except for just pushing it. Which seems like a markedly bad idea. Could we have the white one resting on the black one's head? How would we do that? We would need... We need everything to move... We need to do what we just did, but move everything down. But to be down one square. Is that possible? Can we move everything down one square? No, it has to be here, at least for now. Otherwise we can't push that one forward. Okay, but from pushing this one forward, can we then... It's not safeable. It does feel like we need the white one on the black one's head. I suppose we could push this sausage down here and have him sort of trade back and forth. Oh gosh. No. Well, it's not the same as before because now we have access to the vertical sausage. Sausage. Oh, not quite. Oh, it's a bit difficult to get access to vertical sausage now, isn't it? No, it's not. Just push it here. Is it helpful getting access to a vertical sausage? I can't tell. I can't figure out how we do this. We somehow need to push one of the dragons without pushing the other one, I think. Isn't it even helpful if they're resting on each other's heads? Presumably, then all we had to figure out is how to get the 3 sausages across the middle island. Which, I don't know, that does markedly seem a little bit easier. Markedly. It's like we need everything to be where it is right now, but shifted down one. I just can't figure out how to do it. I think I probably made a mistake when I popped the black dragon off. I feel like we had to do it 1 step forward. Sorry, 1 step downwards. Which I'm not really sure how on earth we can make that happen. That seems rather difficult. Because in fact it has to be this close, doesn't it? This is basically the only valid starting move I feel like I established. And then doing this. Like this. We do that. Is this right? And then this sausage, we push like that. But no. We need them next to each other now. Can I get rid of that middle sausage somehow? Or was this possible to do? No, this couldn't have been possible to do 1 step downwards. Why is the white dragon far away now? It's because I pushed everything out. No, this feels like the same scenario, doesn't it? Oh gosh. I don't know. I really can't figure this out. Obviously, you know, I didn't expect to, like, immediately or anything. It's meant to be quite difficult, this game. You might have heard. You might have experienced. But I'm really not sure what to do. I think we'll have to round off this episode here, though, because this is not something it seems like I'm going to be able to solve within the next -2 minutes. So if you have been watching, thank you very much. It's been Stephen Sausage Roll. I've been Dear Darling. Any likes, comments, subscriptions, shares are greatly appreciated. Join me Dear Darling Discord, follow me on Twitter down below. Hope to see each other again, but for now, it's our farewell. So until next time, bye-bye for now.